podcast is alive. It's alive.
It's alive.
It's alive.
Can I just tell you,
we're totally live. Yeah, tell me.
Before we do anything else, that the Chicks on the Right Facebook Insiders group is the greatest community of all time. I know you know this, but I just need to reiterate it because we got an email from our moderator of that group, Michelle, who just sent an email like apropos of nothing saying how much she appreciates the insiders because she's been going through a move, like things have been stressful. And she is now, these people are meeting each other, right? Across the country. They're visiting each other, meeting each other. And so she has gotten to meet 2 other insiders. She's actually more than that. She met Lindsay and her husband Blake, who were on vacation and stopped to see her. They had lunch. They even offered to help her with the move. Like, this is the people, right? And then Patty is roaming all over the country, like specifically to meet insiders. So she stopped to meet Michelle too, and they sent these pictures. I mean, isn't this amazing?
Gosh. I love this so much. This is what it's all about, you guys. This is what it's all about. This is why, I swear, this is like the big reason why we do what we do. Our community, we're so proud of our community. We always have been. Ever since we started this in 2009, we had like this, it's like little microcosms of communities, right? We started these little pockets of people that just like love one another and support one another. And I'm so proud of that. Just so proud of that.
It's just the greatest. Yeah. It's just absolutely the greatest. And another feel-good thing to tell you about, actually, let me get my little banner out because people need to remember how awesome My Pillow is. So we got an email from Laura Horde, who was talking a lot about, it's a long email, so I'm not going to read the whole thing, but just to summarize, she has a father who just turned 95.
Oh my gosh.
I know. He is a World War II Iwo Jima vet, practicing attorney for over 60 years, diehard Southern Democrat, which is like the good kind of Democrat, right?
Right.
And he was actually, he was on the Electoral College for Carter and was on the short list to be AG under the Carter administration. He says now that it's a blessing that he wasn't. But anyway, he's worn apparently the same disgusting set of slippers for like 20 years. And so Laura was like, no more.
We got to get you some new ones.
We got to get you some slippers. So she ordered the My Pillow slippers, which, you know, you can get in the slip-ons or the moccasins. And they're all made with that same squeezy kitten fur technology.
It's the technology. It's patented. Oh, wait, it's not patented, but we're trying to get it patented.
Right.
That's right.
But he is not a fan of Mike Lindell. And so, you know, they sort of fought battles about Mike Lindell in other situations. But she was like, I'm just going to get him the slippers, have him try them on without telling him where they're from. And then once he's got them on his feet, like it's a done deal. He can't not want to keep them, which is exactly what happened. So she got them for her dad on Father's Day. And like he tried them on and was oohing and eyeing over them, couldn't believe how comfortable they were. And then she goes, do you want to know who makes those slippers? And then she pulled out the My Slippers box that has Mike Lindell's face on them because, you know, they come in those really nice boxes.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, I guess I'm just going to have to tell everybody I got some My Pillow slippers. And so apparently the family's very divided, like evenly divided. They've got liberals and conservatives, and now they're nobody in that family is shy about sharing their opinions. But now she's gotten her dad converted to the glory that is My Pillow
and the kitten fur technology.
And the kitten fur.
You can't deny that. You can't deny your love for the kitten fur technology, whether you're a Democrat or a Republican. You can't deny it. And listen, I know. People are telling me that my connection is bad this morning. I know. I understand that it's bad. There are days that it's bad and there are days that it's good. We're working on the fur. We've already got the contract on the fiber. It's coming. We just have to figure out when it's coming. It's coming, you guys. So just hold tight. Hold tight, everybody. Anyways, order some My Pillow stuff, you guys. There's
because
the
you get a huge discount if you use our code.
Chicks.
800-875-0513 or mypillow.com. Get yourself some mocks or some slip-on slippers because they are incredible. Okay, if you guys did not see the Victoria's Secret meltdown from yesterday. Oh my God. Oh my God. So I saw on Twitter trending Karen. And I was like, oh boy, here we go. It's another like Central Park Karen or like subway station Karen or whatever Karen is Karening today. And it turns out it was a young white woman who was in a Victoria's Secret store, 20-something, right? And we find out more about her later. But there's apparently some sort of verbal altercation that this woman has with a black woman in the Victoria's Secret. And this white girl, so when the video starts being recorded, you are seeing this white girl lunging towards the person holding the camera, which we find out is this black woman. And so this black woman starts recording basically for her own safety because this chick is batshit, right? So she lunges at her, and then as soon as she sees that she's being recorded, she loses her mind and starts having like this unspeakable tantrum. And we don't know why, except that she's saying, stop recording me, stop recording me. She's screaming, like worse than any toddler tantrum I've ever seen. And it looks kind of crazy. So when you watch it, there was a part of me that was like, I think there's something wrong with her. Like I think that she has like a mental problem. You know what I mean?
Tourette's, this isn't like just Tourette's or something. Yeah.
Like something, because this is not normal human behavior. Okay. So this black woman continues to record, and the meltdown gets progressively worse, and it goes on for minutes. And then finally security, and police come because this chick calls the police and tells everybody in the store, she's harassing me. This woman that's doing the recording is doing nothing except holding up her phone. Right? That's it. And she's kind of offering some commentary along the side, like, this woman attacked me. I'm recording this for my own protection. She is losing her mind. As you can see, I am not even close to her. She is crazy. And then the Karen chick that they're calling Karen starts chasing her. So the camera, the video gets kind of shaky and stuff because she's being chased. And at the same time she's chasing her, she's saying, get away from me, get away from me. So it is this gigantic meltdown. So what happened is the cops end up taking their statements. The white woman ends up admitting that the reason that she had her mental breakdown was because she was worried when she saw herself being recorded that she was going to lose her job, that she was going to get canceled, that she was going to explode on social media. But the reason that she did is because she was such a lunatic, right? I mean, if so she would not have acted that way.
Wait, so she was worried she was going to get canceled, but she didn't do anything to get canceled. That's what I'm wondering. Well, what happened? So she started freaking out, but why? Why did she start freaking out? Just because she was being videotaped?
Recorded.
I mean,
this
is the thing. But what caused the black woman to videotape the white woman? That's what I'm trying to understand.
Well, all you see, so the story, according to this black woman, is that, they were looking at whatever, panties or bras or whatever. You know how everything is set up in Victoria's Secret, right? It's just kind of out in the open. So apparently, if I'm understanding the backstory correctly, they were kind of looking in the same area. And I don't know if this white chick picked up something that the black chick was trying to look. They had a verbal excuse me, something like that, where one of them was in the other one's way. And then it escalated in some way such that this white chick lunged at the black woman, and that is when the video starts. So that's when the video starts. And then the white woman backs off, knows she's being recorded, and immediately throws herself into hysteria. And there was one point, it was so ridiculous. There was one point where she decided to make it look like she was going to pass out. But the pass out was so utterly fake because she's falling really gently and then just laying there. And then she gets up and starts absolutely losing her shit again. She is insane. But she ends up admitting to the cops that she was just worried that she was going to get canceled, which now I'm sure she's going to be because, oh my God, nobody wants that kind of psycho teaching their kids. That was crazy. So I was going to show you just a little bit of it. the part where she literally is just screaming bloody murder, because I don't think you can fully appreciate this level of freak out until you see it firsthand. So you're just gonna, where are you? Where did you go?
I'm here.
There you are.
I'm here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hi.
All of a sudden I'm like looking and there's nobody.
I'm here. Sorry to let Astrid out. She was driving me crazy. I'm here.
So I'm going to show you a little bit of the freak out so you can get just a sense of what I'm talking about here. And then I'll tell you what's going on now, because now it's exploded even further. Okay, so this is mid freak out, right? This is after she has faked her passing out and she's still just like losing her mind because she's being recorded. Here we go. Do I need to embiggen? I'll embiggen. Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
You keep lying saying I'm threatening you, so I'm recording to protect myself.
What? Oh my God.
The chase is about to occur.
Oh my God.
Crazy lady. In case she attacked me and try to say I attacked her. You cut. Look at this. Get away from me! Oh, y'all better get this lady! Away from me! You're gonna get this. Security! Get the fucker!
Oh
Look at
God.
this.
I mean,
Can y'all get her away from me? Get her away from me! Oh, have mercy.
so anyway, so that's what happened, right? So, and that's just, I mean, it goes on forever. Like it's forever long, and you didn't even see the passing out part. Like there was that whole hullabaloo. It was insane. So then, because the white woman admitted it, the bad thing about this is that the black woman did not feel that she was treated fairly by the cops, because no one escorted that woman out, like having the meltdown. Normally, if you're having that much of a giant meltdown, you're going to be taken out of the mall, right? I mean, like that would have been expected, but the cops didn't do that. And so they were not very nice to this black woman who was recording. I think they were irritated that she was recording. And so
Well,
then
it is. I will say that is a little irritating.
She was worried she was going to get accused of something that she didn't do.
Okay, well,
I don't blame her a bit.
Okay, I get that too, but I think all of it is really annoying. I think it's just
oh my God, they're awful. Everybody in this video is awful.
I think the whole thing is the whole thing annoys me. The white woman annoys me. The black woman annoys me. Everybody annoys me in this whole scenario.
And they should.
Everybody annoys me, because it's like they're all. This is such an example of where we are now. Mm-hmm. It's like, this is why I don't go out. You know, seriously.
Well. Now it's gotten to the point, because then there were a lot of people who were saying it's not fair, because, and I admit it, I said it to you too, that like I started to worry, because my first reaction was to like rip that white woman to shreds and just be like, you're a psychopath. Like, you need to calm the frick down. Nothing is happening to you. You're chasing this woman. What the hell is wrong with you? Right. But then I thought, what if she has a mental illness? What if there is something going on that's like, you know, that I just don't know about? I shouldn't make fun, whatever. But then the problem is that all these other people that were talking about this story were saying a black woman would never have been given that benefit of the doubt. No one would have ever said, maybe she's mentally ill. They would have just said, she's acting like a crazy black woman. And so then the whole race angle came into it. And then the black woman... Exactly. And so she latched on to that narrative, right? And now she wants to sue everybody. So she wants to file charges against everybody, all the people, everything. And she has raised almost $80,000 in a GoFundMe just since yesterday for her legal expenses to sue everybody. Yeah. And now white chick, her name is out there. Like, everybody knows who she is.
And she'll get canceled.
Oh, I mean, she will. Yeah,
she'll get canceled. I mean, you know, she's a lunatic, but I mean, she'll totally get canceled. Everything that she thought was going to happen to her will happen to her.
Yeah.
So,
but I mean, why did she like, I just cannot fathom human beings behaving that way. I mean, like, can you imagine, even if that was your biggest fear, that you were going to be canceled, why would you feed that energy by making yourself look even more insane? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like you're already thinking, oh, I'm going to look like an insane person. I'm going to act more insane.
I don't know. I can't answer that question. But I mean, this entire scenario is like, it's amplified. You know what I mean? It's like, it's everything that we think about our society right now, just completely amplified. Right. And it's just, and I hate it. I hate it.
It's disgusting.
Just,
like everybody has
right.
lost control of how to just behave as normal human beings.
Right.
You know?
And everybody's got a camera on their phone. And it's like, we talked about this yesterday in our deep dive. We talked about how things would be different. Like it's everything is amplified too, because you have a camera on your phone. And so normal human interaction is just different now because everybody's walking around with this, right? We've all got this. Right. And so everybody acts differently with one another. Our social interactions are different because everything is put up on social. Everything is videotaped and put up on social. And so we interact with one another differently. And I hate it.
I know.
I hate
it's
that.
awful.
There's that expectation.
It's like a decay. You can see this decay of culture and civilized society.
Right.
You can just see it happening like in front of your very eyes.
You just watched it in that video. You just watched it.
Yeah. I have never seen someone behave like that. And all of it, you're right. I mean, like all of the whole thing that everything is on film, everything is recorded, and that sort of makes people even act more weird than they normally would.
Yeah, we've gone freaking crazy. We've gone crazy because of this stuff. And it's like people are looking for stuff too. They're looking for, reasons to cancel people. They're looking for reasons and then people are on edge because they're like, I'm going to be canceled. It's like, it's this heightened sense of our lives are always on display. I'm always on eggshells. It's just our human interaction is so different now because of social media. Social media is it has changed all of us. And what you're showing us is it's an example of that. You're seeing it on display. Like it's so amplified. It's just, there it is. It's like, you just see it. It's all crazy. We're looking at it. We're like, we laugh at it, but it's like, that is a case study of how it's just ruined human interaction.
I know.
Sorry. I don't mean to be Captain Bring Down or anything, but
no, I mean, it's this is a sad state of affairs, right? Because it is so emblematic of everything that's going on in the country. I saw a headline, I think it was from Heather McDonald. I don't remember what show she was on or if this was like a piece that she wrote, but she was basically talking like, we're having this slow burn up to mass riots, like just into mass chaos. This is just these little pockets of crazy that are happening that will end up looking like South Africa does right now, where everybody just is like losing their minds and it's just pure chaos. Yeah. Because people just don't know how to behave anymore. It's insane. Absolutely insane. Oh my God. Can I tell you my joke?
Tell me. Tell me your joke. She's been dying to tell me this joke, you guys. There's been such a build up. This is what she does. She builds it up, and then I'm like, okay. And I told her before we got on, I said, I like about 8% of your jokes. Just give or take.
This is one that I told on the air yesterday, and I liked it myself so much that I just can't stop thinking about it. Okay. So normally I don't do jokes on this show, but I have to tell it to you because I feel like you'll like it.
Okay.
And if you don't, I'll be super upset, so you have to pretend.
Okay. Okay. I'll get my pretend. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
So, Elton John got his pet rabbit a treadmill. It's a little fit bunny.
All right, that was pretty good.
Wasn't it a good one?
Yeah,
I love that joke so much.
That's pretty good. I mean, it's the way you deliver it. It's all in the delivery. You know, it could have gone really astray. You know what I mean? But you reeled it back in.
I feel like you have to sing it, right? Like you have to sing that punchline.
You do. You can't just deliver it talking. It's very good. Just remember that, everybody. When you retell that joke, you have to sing it. Excellent, Mop.
You gotta sing it. Does everybody like it, or are they all groaning? Is everybody groaning?
Yeah.
Yeah, people
No.
are groaning. Okay, you guys,
really?
but I really liked it. Okay, some people are liking it.
Listen, you guys can tell better jokes on your show. Come on. Give her a break.
So we talked about the whole Texas walkout yesterday. These Democrats are such insufferable, self-congratulating morons.
And they should be absolutely arrested because you guys realize there are other things that they could do from a parliamentary perspective. They had other options besides what they did. So these guys are jerks. I mean, they're total jerks doing what they did, and they're doing it on the taxpayer dime. So, I mean, just to reiterate what they did, I hope that they are arrested. I hope that they are completely and I hope it's the Texas Rangers. It's just like they're with the cowboy hats on, and it's very symbolic. And I mean, the more I thought about that yesterday, the more I just got so mad about it. I got so mad about what they're doing and how they're just flaunting it, and they just are doing that in front of taxpayers. Listen, most people in Texas want voter ID.
Yeah, most people in the whole country want it.
Exactly. And so, and just the way that they're doing this is just so, it's just so irresponsible. And it's such a punch in the face to the Texas, constituent, and to the American people. It's like
Kamala praised them up and down.
Oh my God.
And then they all got up on the hill and they started singing "We Shall Overcome," and it was just pathetic.
Right,
and now they're posting selfies of their salads and saying, "This is what it looks like to eat as a fugitive."
As a fugitive, yeah. It's like, of course she's praising it. These are people who don't like to work. I mean, it's like what you're praising is people who refuse to do the job. They're embarrassing. These people
are also lying. Like her and Biden in his speech yesterday, I forget where he was, Philly, I think. He was talking about how all of these laws that the state legislatures are trying to pass are Jim Crow. They're like basically as bad as anything leading up to the Civil War. They're lying about these bills. And they're trying to take away power that states rightfully have to set their own voting rules. And the way that they're positioning all of it, I just worry that it's working, because I feel like too many people are like, I mean, look at all the production that stopped happening in Georgia when they put their laws into place, and, movies stopped coming there. All of the messaging is like, this is evil. And nobody bothers to read the actual bills. They just see headlines and they're like, everything is racist,
Right. You're absolutely right. Because it's like we've always said, people are generally pretty stupid these days. Because look at the video you just showed us. These are the people that we're dealing with. These freaking ignorant morons, that are just like running around malls with,
when they're not teaching your kids.
Right. These are the people that we're dealing with. And so this is the thing. So yeah, you're right. They're not reading anything other than a headline, which is put out by a propaganda machine working for the left. So it is terrifying, but hopefully we're doing, and you guys are hopefully getting out there and educating people and telling people this is actually what's happening. And this is what's what. So we can't be the only ones. Normal people, is kind of like we said, I think it was this week. Conservatives have to get out there and they have to start saying the things. They have to start getting loud. They have to start pushing back, because we are fighting against a giant machine, you guys. So we cannot be quiet anymore, or else we're going to lose our country. So start saying the things. Don't be afraid to say the things. Say it to your family, say it to your friends, say it on your social media, say it. Just keep saying it as loud as you can.
Thank you very much, Kristen Gates. Kristen says, let's march them naked in the streets, yelling shame, 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 Game of Thrones style. Speaking of like the machine, there was this ridiculous story about how Biden wants to work with SMS companies to try to combat vaccine misinformation in texts. So in other words, if you and I are exchanging texts with one another, private messages between us, somehow the government will be infiltrating those to either flag them the way that they do on Facebook, saying, here's the correct information about COVID vaccines, on your freaking text messages. They're trying to do this now.
Hello, China.
Right?
Really?
I mean, how do they not see that they're like being so commie?
Yeah,
it just blows my mind.
It's unbelievable. Yeah, I mean, it's like this. Wow, it's like, listen, you know, we were talking last night. We were hanging out with our rancher friends, and my husband. I can't remember what it was, but you guys know how when you do research or you even think about like some sort of a new product that you want to buy, and then all of a sudden you start getting inundated with ads for it. You guys know when that happens, and you get completely freaked out because you're like, "Wait, I didn't tell anybody that I didn't tell anybody that I wanted a ShamWow, and all of a sudden I'm getting ads for ShamWows. Like, what the hell?" And so we were talking about that last night with our friends, and that it kind of reminds me of that. You know, like they're watching every move that you make. And our friend, she was like, "Oh, you know, Amy Jo, they're gonna come after you because they know what side of the fence that you know you lie politically." And I'm like, girl, they already hate me. You know, I know that they probably know everything about me, and I'll be one of the first ones to go, you know, haha. We were kind of joking about that. But now, you know, we talk about this, and it makes me think, you know what, they do know everything about us. Like they absolutely, if you've been on any social media whatsoever, if you're not living in a shack somewhere in the woods, they do know everything about you. They are watching you. But it is terrifying to think that they are going to be infiltrating your text messages, your personal text messages with people that you love, and that you know, your intimate relationships. Like it's frightening, and so incredibly communist. And if people on the left are okay with this, like, what is wrong with you? Like,
I know. Like, they welcome it. They are, the left is turning into complete commies, and they're proud of it. It's no longer a thing that they try to shy away from. They're starting to openly embrace it. Like I see them, I see the videos on TikTok of young people who are talking about, here's why communism is great. Like they just say it just like that. It's incredible.
Look at Cuba right now. You look at Cuba and what those people, like what they're doing, how they're doing it in the streets, how they're acting out against their government. Nikki Haley's been putting out a bunch of videos this week about Cuba and how, and she's absolutely right. We have to learn from these people. You know, it's like I'd shared one on my Facebook page yesterday, and I'm like, we have to learn from them. We have to. And if the young people in your life don't understand what's going on, tell them, show them the videos of what these people are doing over there, and explain to them what's going on. Explain to them, this is socialism. This is what Bernie Sanders, this is what the squad wants. This is what they want. They want this. If they want America to become this. And if they don't understand that, pound it in their heads, because they're not getting it in school. They don't understand what this is socialism, period.
Yeah. And this is there's no getting around. Like everybody, I hear this all the time too from these same morons on social media who are like, communism is great. The reason that, you know, you see what's happening in Venezuela or Cuba or North Korea, and that communism is associated with those countries, is because they haven't done it the way that we would do it. It's always this idealistic, ridiculous, fantasy, utopian vision that they have that never, ever works, because by definition, communism fails because of what it is. And so it just makes me so, I feel like so much despair over the fact that so many people, especially young people, are this deluded. Right. And we've done such a piss poor job of educating them. Yeah. And that's the proof, right?
And shame on their parents. Shame on their parents, because I have friends from high school who were, you know, these are people that I feel like are somewhat intelligent people, and they're buying into this bullshit. You know, it's like, it's unbelievable. I see them, they're like, oh no, it's fine. So it's just like socialism. It's like communism light, you know, so Bernie Sanders is great, and the squad is great, and Biden is great, and Kamala is great. And it's okay. It's okay for the government to tell you what to do. Seriously, since when? Because you grew up in an upper middle class neighborhood, and you know what? And Cuba doesn't look like that, sweetheart. You know, it's like, what are you going to do?
And don't they want the same for their kids that they grew up with and had and continue to have?
This is the thing. I don't think they understand. It's like I don't know where the disconnect is. I just don't. I don't understand. I don't understand it. I don't understand how they can put those two things, just disconnect those two things. So I don't know, y'all. I'm not sure, but I think a lot of it is just education and how we are no longer in the schools. Like conservatives are just not in our schools. And it's like the hand that rocks the cradle, right? It's all about the hand that rocks the cradle. And we are not. We have completely lost touch as conservatives, and that scares me. So we got to get back in our schools. Not again. I'm sorry. I'm being Captain Bring Down. Sorry. But
well, I've got talks,
tell another
so
joke.
No worries.
You gotta tell another awesome joke, Mark. Yeah.
I've got talks. I can even do better than my jokes because I've got talks. And this one is going to be, the one I'm about to show you is super inappropriate. Hide your kids. Hide your wives. Okay, here we go.
What is the very first thing that you do when you're home alone?
Master bedroom cleaning. I just like to clean the master bedroom before she gets home, Happy wife, happy life.
I love that guy so much. I love him.
I know, that was great. That was great. I knew exactly where that was going.
I know.
I knew where it was going.
Also, look at this dog. Make sure to watch until the very end when he does a very quiet woof, because that's the best part. Ready? Okay. He doesn't want his person on the computer.
Wow, you're dramatic. Are you kidding? I'm using it. Wow.
Oh my God.
Are you kidding? I'm using it. Wow, you're dramatic.
Oh my God, I love him.
He's like, oh.
I love him. So
I love
cute.
him too. Okay, last one. Let's see. Did I want to? Oh, there's a
You're
guy.
watching, like, look at you. You're watching like Sexy Times in the middle there. Look at you.
No, this is the most amazing. Okay, so there's a trend on TikTok where the husband grabs his wife and like pushes her against the wall, and it's supposed to like create all of this sexual tension, right? So this is a challenge, as they say. Okay. Well, what happened with this couple is that her water broke.
Oh my God.
Can I do this?
So this is
that. What the heck? Oh my God.
Oh my God.
And I just thought it was so cute, so that's why I like it.
That is super cute. It's super cute.
So the other one I was going to show you, and then I'll save the last one for tomorrow, is remember how I thought I was going to really love that word chuggy and that I was going to use it all the time?
Yeah, you did use it for a couple days.
I used it for a couple days and then I forgot about it. But this guy is so angry about the word that like now I feel like maybe I won't use it anymore. Watch this.
Stop saying chuggy. That word sucks. We already have cringy. We already have corny. We already have lame. Stop trying to make words for words that we already have words for. It doesn't even roll off the tongue. Chuggy, chuggy. Ow! It makes my skin crawl. You guys sound like fucking Gretchen Wieners from Mean Girls trying to make fetch happen. Well, guess what? I'm Regina George, bitch. It's never gonna happen.
He's so angry.
He's kind of right though, because I mean the word chuggy sounds like loogie to me. Like hawking up a loogie. So I've never really, like, when you first said it, I was like, that it sounds like a chewy loogie. You know? Chuggy.
I've lost interest in it.
I'm glad that you have, because I was
And then
getting
when I
worried
saw
about
him
you.
yesterday, I was like, wow, it really makes people angry.
Yeah. Chewy loogie. Gross.
Yeah.
Nobody wants a chewy loogie. That's disgusting. It's really gross, you guys. All right.
Anyway.
What is today? Wednesday? Is today Wednesday?
Yes.
I get my girl from camp today. I'm very excited.
Already?
I get my girl back. Yes.
Oh my God, that was
4 days.
so fast.
4 days. It's a long time, Mock. I know you feel like it's fast, but it's not fast for a mama who like took her daughter to camp for the first time. So I get to go get her today. I fetch my girl.
Fast. Oh my gosh. She just got there.
Not really. Not really.
Wasn't it Sunday?
Yeah, it was, but it's long enough. It's time to go get her. Time to go get her. So you guys,
I can't wait to hear all of her little stories.
I know, right? You guys bring it in, everybody. Where are you? Hello, everybody. Bring it in. You guys have a fantastic hump day, and we will talk to you tomorrow.
And don't forget that our deep dive podcast of this week comes out today. So if you're not subscribed to the Mock and Daisy Show, the Chicks on the Right Show on a podcast platform, do that so that you don't miss it.
You should be subscribed to everything. If you're not, what are you doing with your life?
Seriously, what are you doing? It's like not getting something from My Pillow. It's like the same kind of crazy.
What are you doing? Subscribe to everything, you guys. We'll talk to you tomorrow.